Here's a number line I've been doing with kids, and they've been really loving it, and so have I. This is the one I'm really excited about, but build up to that. So, regular number line, piece of paper I give to the kids, looks like this, and they cut on the red lines so that they end up with these three pieces. And if you don't have a colored printer, if I don't have a color printer to use, what I do is I just have the kids draw a colored line here with crayon or something, because there's a lot of lines here. I don't want them to be cutting the wrong line, so it's good to just draw a color on there and then have them cut. And then they end up with these three pieces. Two of them are simply number lines. One goes to 20, the other one goes to 40. But everything can be done with just this one. You'll understand the other. So they look at the number line. I say this is a fixed line. This is something, this doesn't go anywhere, but we're going to add or subtract numbers from it. And I've got my subtraction and adding numbers over here, and you can see that they do the little hops just like you do in your number lines. They've got the plus signs on this side for the adding and the subtraction lines over here. And what you do is, say you want to add 8 to 3. You start with 0. You line that up with the 3 because you're doing 3 plus 8. So the 0 goes with the 3. And I think it's important that they actually put their fingers here, because using your fingers in math is good. And then you're going to be adding 8 to 3. So you go up to 8 and bring it up to here, and it's 11. And they love that you can then add 12 to 3, 12, and it's 15. But there's more to it than just being able to add. You can start seeing that when you add an even number to 3, that you always get an odd number. And there's all sorts of patterns like this that you can find. For subtraction, it's the same thing. Let's say you have 18 and you want to subtract 11. So go to 18, use my finger, put the 0 on the 18, go down to the 11, and it's 7. What's cool about this one, a teacher pointed out to me, is that when you're subtracting from 18, all of these pairs, like 13 and 5, 12 and 6, they all add up to 18. Kind of awesome to see that pattern. And I'm sure that there's more. Part of this is to get them to use their fingers, to see patterns, and to really elevate the idea of the number line, and that the number line is this fixed thing that things react to. The other part of the number line is what I'm really excited about. I give a regular number line with a plus something that has subtraction. And you can build on these. But let's say you want to subtract. We're doing subtraction. You want to subtract a negative number from another negative number. And that's, to me, is the most exciting part of this. So if I want to subtract 9, subtract negative 9 from negative 7, I go through the same procedure. I line up the 0 with the number I'm subtracting from and go find the number that I'm subtracting, which is negative 9, and that's 2. Negative 7 minus 4 is negative 3. Negative 7 minus 3 is negative 10. And the same thing here when you're adding. Say you want to add a negative number. Let's say you want to add a negative 5 to 3. You add it up. You line it up with the 0, you add up, and you come down to the negative 5, and it's negative 2. It's a way of seeing how these numbers, when you're adding a negative or subtracting a negative, it's a way of visualizing it on the number line.